So this video was taken Friday, September 9th, I want to say. That weekend we had Friday and Monday off. So in Korea they were celebrating Chuseok, which is like their equivalent to Thanksgiving, kind of. It's like the harvest season, so they have a big kind of harvest holiday, and so like it's pretty much the same thing as our Thanksgiving. You get with family, eat a bunch of good food, and yeah. So we had Friday and Monday off of work. So I spent the long 4-day weekend out exploring, and in this first little area, I got off the metro and found this little place that had all these little narrow streets, kind of looking like alleys, and they had a bunch of like, I think there were some houses in there, some cafes. It was a really cool little area. And then after that, I got to this outdoor park area just outside of the shrines next to the palace. So I just walking around this beautiful little park area. One of the cool things I've noticed about Seoul is like the amount of nature that they have within the city. Like you can be surrounded by skyscrapers 1 second, and you'll walk 2 or 3 blocks, and then you're out in this beautiful natural landscape area. Which I guess that's due partly because Korea is very mountainous, so they kind of have to build around the mountains. So after exploring that little park, I made my way into the little shrine area. At this point on Friday, I honestly thought I was in the palace, but I never made it to the palace on Friday. I tried to. I explored this area for a little bit and got some really cool videos and some cool pictures. But by the time I got done with this place and made my way to the actual palace, after looking at the map again, the palace was already closed. But I did go there the following Monday, and I have a video that I need to put together. So there'll be a video exploring that palace coming up soon. But this place was really cool, really beautiful. Nice little pond area. And then, and like I said, a lot of the palace areas just have these vast stretches of natural scenery. So it's nice just to walk along the path and take it all in. All right, so after going in that little shrine area, I stopped by the temple, and that's when I realized that they closed at 5. So this video is probably taking around 5:30 or so. Oh, didn't mean to put my finger there. That's the Seoul Tower. That's the Seoul Tower where I believe one of the videos, that's where I went. So you can see it off in the distance. But this little area that I'm in right here, it was this little street, and on the other side of those walls were houses that people lived in. So it was a very like traditional looking neighborhood. But it seemed pretty modern, like traditional style housing, but very like built very recently. Like they were very well kept. And then after that, I made my way to this main street, and you can't really tell from the video, but this street is pretty steep. And so I'm going to be walking uphill to go to this little park area. I really wasn't planning on going to the park, but after seeing that the palace was closed, I looked at my map real quick and was like, "Oh, that's not too far. Let's go check it out while I'm in the area." It really wasn't that far away, but like I said, that street was pretty steep, and then the hike up the trail when we get there is also going to be pretty steep. So after hiking up the main street, I make my way to the park, and then I find these little kitty cats sitting on this picnic table. Very cute. And so anyways, at the park, this is probably only about, I don't know, maybe about 50 to 100 steps into the park, and you're already surrounded by all these trees and bushes and like you can't even tell you're in the city anymore. It's pretty crazy how like thick the trees and everything are here. But also just like I said, these natural areas, these parks, these palaces are just kind of spread throughout the city. So it's always nice, to explore the city and do cool things, but then to kind of relax in nature. And so I've been enjoying that. Just finding natural areas to go explore has been really cool. So I'm gonna walk up these stairs and hike along this path, uphill a little ways, and it wasn't too long, but like I said, it was uphill pretty much the whole time. And so after hiking along that trail and exiting the park, I get put on this path that's right next to the wall that surrounds the city of Seoul. So walking next to the wall was pretty cool. I would say the wall is probably about 20 to 25 feet tall. I don't know how much the wall is original and how much has been, rebuilt or restored over the years, but it's still very impressive that this landmark has kind of, kept its place in history for the past 500 years. Very, very impressive. And as the saying goes, if these walls could talk, then who knows the stories that they hold. So I was just walking next to the wall, kind of walking on the outer perimeter and taking in the view as I did so. Here's the city now. So the city has expanded quite a bit from back in the day when the wall was built originally. So today was just kind of a little detour that I took. Like I said, I was planning on going to the palace, and they were closed. So I was like, hey, let's go hiking. And it turned out to be really, really nice, really relaxing. So now I'm making my way back to the subway system and heading back home. It's getting kind of late. So I believe the next video coming out is going to be me exploring the Lotte World Tower. I'll be exploring that, going to the amusement park, and going to the aquarium. So stay tuned for the next one.